So they're saying it's a live stream. Let's see what this shit do. Another Marco Sims production. Alright, so I'm doing this live stream. I don't even know what I'm streaming about, but
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
another Marco Sims production.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. The Eagle has landed. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
That point about the safety of this whole mission.
That's how I feel right now.
Why did you get lost? There are a variety of questions that OCA needs to answer. And they need to answer it not just for the families, but they also need to answer it for the rescue
I'm asking
services.
people. If you're illegal with no job,
is tragically among the dead.
how much
Stop the rush.
Scott Rush died in this tragedy, and he is the CEO of OCA. And therefore holds ultimate
what
accountability
would be like
for his own decisions.
a 9 to 5 on that?
also responsibility for his team's input and team's decisions. His accountability is marked by the fact that he's died by his own craft. The tragedy is that you see the whole lot of people with
$10 right now, or let me show you how you can save hundreds. Oh, definitely hundreds. All right, you need to download Rocket Money. Give me your phone real quick.
How much
What's Rocket Money?
money?
Rocket Money is a finance app that turns small changes into big gains. You can trade a gym membership that you haven't been to in like 3 years, bro.
Stockton Rush was
Let me
born
go.
into a wealthy family. Descendant of two signatories of the United States Declaration of Independence, he worked as a flight test engineer before founding OceanGate in 2009.
I knew Stockton pretty well.
Yeah, like
A lot of people had serious concerns as it became more obvious of what OceanGate was planning.
He is cool, he is friendly, but you don't know what he is thinking at the moment. He's a very cool businessman.
He seemed to me an alright guy, bit of a maverick.
Rush had an obsession with the Titanic and with taking paying tourists to see it.
His family, because the my grandpa from his wife, father came there to the Titanic. I think it was business and it was.
I would be an extremely emotional time for somebody who, when they actually get to the bow, that ends up being the really period to realize where they are.
Had a true and honest exploration.
he
He really was trying to explore different ways of making the ways to get underwater more democratic, to give it more people. He was very passionate about that.
But persistent rumors of cut corners in the design and build of the Titan sub dogged Rush's reputation and ambitions, and questions in the submersible world started to be asked.
Choice of materials for constructing Titan, I think, were probably at best adventurous and then optimistic. You had 2 titanium end caps and a compound fiber tube. To put those two together, we had to bind them, bond them properly.
I never believed in that technology of wound carbon fiber. I thought it was a horrible idea. I wish I'd spoken up. It just sounded bad.
Pressure vessel for human occupancy is serious business. Million and one ways for something to go wrong.
The appearance is he did it to save money, he did it to save time, and he did it because he thought he could.
We'd also been shown the insides. It turns out that everybody was sitting on the floor and kind of didn't seem totally comfortable to but okay. It turns out that matter was just like some of it. The lighting within it was something that you get from the highlight for. So sometimes risks are acceptable. I think where this becomes controversial is when you're taking paying customers.
Some potential customers were so put off by Stockton Rush's approach, they had a change of heart.
I signed up to go down to the Titanic with OceanGate, and in November 2018, I put it off the list. I pulled out. Asked for a refund.
But Stockton Rush seemed proud.
I think there may have been a certain amount of ego involved in this, a certain amount of belief that he was there to change things, and that any criticism that was put to him was an attack on his creativity, his intellect, his integrity, potentially.
But ego is not a bad thing. It's a great driver, but it also can be a killer.
As well as using questionable materials to build Titan, Rush crucially didn't have its design reviewed by industry experts, despite a stark warning.
In 2018, my idea was, what if we draft a letter? That letter was meant to say, look, you're part of the Brotherhood. It looks like you're going rogue. We're worried. And we're all telling you, be careful, because the risks here are very high, and it could be from benign to catastrophic.
Yes, I signed the letter. We were worried about the heavy.
So Stockton pretty well called me right away and said, hey, Will, what is this? And I said, well, we mean it. We have some sort of
That's all.
So to that, Saxon said, well, I'm way ahead of you guys. This is innovation. We got to break the rules. That's what I'm doing. And you guys are too slow, too late, too far behind, too expensive. It takes too long. And we'll never make progress. And I'm here to open the ocean to the entire world. We left a phone call on agreeing to disagree. Well, it's very upset.
When you look at what they wrote,
I'm good.
it's kind of chilling to see the warnings that they put on paper before any of this happened.
My view is that it was hubris and arrogance. So he was a groundbreaker. There's no doubt about that.
Somebody
But
shoot
he thought that he was God in this position, that he could create something, be innovative, be clever. That's a great thing to be doing. But you have to listen to the greater community and other experts. If you do not do it right, people will die.
another Marco Smith
You
production.
just don't get chances when you go that deep. The ocean will show.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
What would you say to our listeners who feel a little battle weary when it comes to water conservation, that they have to go back out there and change that sprinkler clock again, and then they're going to have to do it a couple months later when change? What's your message to them when it comes to their...
Well, this is one of those where I'm not sure I have a great hopeful message because I believe that climate change is going to cause reductions in use, across the Colorado River Basin. But what I would tell people that care about this community and want their kids and grandkids and great-grandkids to live here and have jobs here is...
OceanGate has ceased operations. Its website is now merely a black screen. Multiple investigations have begun to determine exactly what happened to Titan, the submersible that met an eerily similar fate to the ship it was looking for.
It has similarities to the fate of the Titanic itself.
Another Marco Smith production.
Unheeded warnings. Edward Smith, the captain of the Titanic, warned about the ice that lay ahead. Stockton Rush, the CEO of OceanGate, had been warned 5 years before the tragedy happened.
We all know what happened to the Titanic back in 1912, and I think probably that same spirit of exploration and that same spirit of there are no boundaries that we cannot cross to those who are involved in the Titan sub. Sadly, they both ended with the loss of life.
It's almost like a piece of folklore already. Lives were lost. Real people, families, friends, loved ones will be affected for the rest of their lives. It's terrible tragedy. I guess what makes it even more upsetting is that perhaps it could have been avoided.
Another Marco Smith production.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Another Marco Sims production.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Another Marco Sims production.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Another Marco Sims production.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Another Marco Sims production.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. One hollow step per man. One fireplace per man.
Another Marco Sims production.